My husband told me he'd divorce me if his late wife came back. My husband and I have been married for 6 years, together for 8. His first wife died in a car accident when their son was only 2 years old. I met them a year after her death, and from day one, I understood the situation. I wasn't there to replace her. I knew exactly where I stood in his heart, and honestly, as someone who doesn't crave constant attention, it worked for me. I thought we had a good thing going. He visits her grave every single day after work, without fail. Rain, snow, blazing heat, doesn't matter. He's there. Every Saturday and Sunday, he takes their son to spend an hour at her grave so he can talk to his mom. I never once complained about it. I understood grief. I respected their bond. Some people never fully move on, and I accepted that about him when I married him. Their son is 11 now, and over the years, we've gotten really close. We bond over things his dad isn't into. We build massive Lego sets together, the kind that take weeks to finish and have thousands of pieces. We read the same fantasy book series and argue about which characters are the best and what should happen next. I help him with his homework every single night, especially math because his dad's terrible at it and refuses to admit it. I pack his lunches with little notes, pick him up from soccer practice twice a week, and sit through every school event, every parent-teacher conference, every award ceremony that his dad's too busy to attend. I work from home as an online tutor for middle school students, so when the pandemic hit and school shut down, his son was home with me full-time doing remote school. We spent every single day together for over a year. I taught him, fed him, comforted him when he cried about missing his friends and his old life. We got even closer during that time. Building this bond I thought was real. I started feeling like more than just his stepmom. I felt like I actually mattered. Last week was his birthday, and I wanted to get him something really special. He's obsessed with this one fantasy book series that he's read at least 3 times through. I spent weeks hunting down a rare special edition box set that's been sold out everywhere for months. It cost me almost $400, but I didn't care. I wanted to see his face light up. When he opened it at his birthday party, he absolutely lost it. He screamed, jumped up from his chair, hugged me so tight I could barely breathe, and said, "Oh my God, thank you so much, Mom. This is the best gift ever. I can't believe you found this." I didn't correct him. I just smiled and hugged him back. After raising him for 5 years, being there for every scraped knee, every nightmare, every bad day at school, every moment his dad wasn't around, it felt natural. It felt right. For one beautiful moment, I let myself feel like I actually belonged in this family. Like I was more than just the woman who came after. But then I saw my husband's face across the room. He looked furious, the kind of deep, cold anger I'd never seen before. He didn't say anything in front of our guests, but I could feel his eyes burning into me for the rest of the party. The second the last guest left and his son went upstairs to read his new books, he came at me. "You're not his mom," he said, his voice low and shaking with rage. "How could you ever think you're his mom? How dare you let him call you that? You don't have any children. He's mine, not yours. You didn't give birth to him. You didn't carry him for 9 months. You're just someone who helps with homework sometimes and buys him things." I tried to stay calm. I told him I was just happy his son felt comfortable enough with me to see me as a maternal figure, that I've been there for him through some of the hardest, most formative years of his life, that I loved him like he was my own child. That being called mom meant something to me after all these years. That's when he said it, the words that I can't stop hearing in my head. "If my wife came back from the dead right now, I would divorce you in an instant and go back to her without a second thought. Don't act so high and mighty because you build stupid plastic toys with him or read bedtime stories. No matter how many school lunches you pack or how much time you spend with him, you are not and will never be his mother. You're a placeholder. That's all you've ever been. You're keeping her seat warm." I felt like I'd been punched in the stomach. The room started spinning. I couldn't breathe. I just stood there staring at him, waiting for him to take it back, to apologize, to say he didn't mean it, but he didn't. He just stared back at me with cold eyes and then walked away like nothing happened. We've been sleeping in separate rooms for 4 days now. He hasn't spoken to me except to ask where his work shirts are. His son keeps asking why we're fighting and why I look sad all the time, and I don't know what to tell him. I don't even know if I should stay anymore. I love that kid more than anything in this world, but knowing I'll always just be the woman keeping his real mom's spot warm is absolutely destroying me. I feel completely replaceable. Like nothing I've done for the past 5 years matters. Like I'm not actually part of this family, just a temporary stand-in until something better comes along.